So you're not going to believe this. The man won a $50 bet betting against his own beloved home team, the New York Rangers. He loves them. He bleeds with them. But he saw an opportunity to bet against them and pocket $50. And he said he needed some scratch because taking Madame Yes and the little girl dog, squiring around Madame Yes and the little girl dog around town was starting to break him. So he had to come up with a little extra money. But I was sitting there in our own chambers when the man came in and he plopped down on the couch and he let the $50 just fall onto the coffee table. And I said, "Hey, what's the matter, big guy?" He said, I was just realizing this $50 isn't going to make any difference. I mean, to quote the man directly, he says, "This money's not going to do it for me. I will run out of this money in the first evening we go out. I'm going to have to parlay this into something more substantial." And so that's what the man did. The man has always found the niche businesses. Right in the crux of the funny thing, he's made a good amount of money on his pornographic graphic novels sold to 18 and up, and he's made an even more substantial amount of money on his illegal Uruguayan fireworks distribution thing that he has going on to the children, in the 13 to 16-year-old range. And so I could see the gleam in the man's eyes, and I knew the wheels were turning, and he was thinking of a new business enterprise that would make him a little bit more money because, to be quite honest with you, the taxes and the upkeep and the bills just to keep the manor house at the temperature of a cave costs a fortune every year. And then you do have to employ people to mow the grass and take care of the shrubs and paint the eaves and clean out the gutters. So he doesn't have almost no disposable income. So he looks over at me and he says, "I know exactly what I'm going to do. I've been thinking about this for a while. We live in Kentucky, and while we live in a big, beautiful, elitist neighborhood of Kentucky, an old school, just a roomy, broad, spacious neighborhood before there was any kind of restrictions on materials. When materials were and labor was so cheap that you built big, broad, spacious lanes. A lot of the streets in our town have like little gardens going down, separating the two. You got the northbound, you got the southbound. In the center, you have plum trees and asparagus and different kind of things, viburnum bushes. And it's just manicured. It's beautiful, and the houses are so ginormous. That big, beautiful bur oaks. They look like they're just a landscape tree sitting in the corner of the lot. It's just so grandiose and spacious that it just gives me the kind of feeling like, that I'm in a different world, in a different place. I live in a bubble. But if you go outside of this area, then, you're into more homey kind of Kentucky, where people are kind of regular people. There's a lot of regular people in Kentucky. There's the fair share of elites who live in elite neighborhoods. There's quite a few. Well, let me tell you something. I've come up with a brilliant idea. I'm going to go about, and when I meet a man in a ripped jeans, blue jeans, faded denim blue jeans with rips in the knees, like they like to sell at Walmart's and all, even at Macy's and Abercrombie and Fish, they're selling all these kind of things. But the difference is, I thought the fad would wear out, that the holes in the jeans would wear out, but everywhere you go. But the thing is, what we're going to add to it is we're going to add the funk, that B.O. kind of stinky stank. We're going to be selling Kentucky unwashed denim jeans. And what we're going to do is we're going to find workers, people who've worked all day. Maybe they worked, I don't know what, for the street department. Maybe they worked in a factory. Maybe they were working in a textile mill. Maybe they were cleaning up horse crap at one of the racetracks, but they're going to be in these jeans, okay? And they're going to be true faded Kentucky jeans with the rip, and they're going to have the stank, the B.O., the odor, the funk. and we're going to sell unwashed Kentucky jeans on eBay to the public for $170 a throw. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Kmart's or Walmart's or Target or wherever, and I'm going to get cheap gray sweatpants, like 2 or 3 different sizes, okay? I'm going to have about 10 or 12 pair of these with me at all times in the trunk of my car. And when I see a guy walking down the street, he could be a little skinny, druggy guy. He could be a hard-working, big, burly guy. But as long as his jeans look like he's been wearing them for a couple days and they look like they're pretty stinky and stanky and filthy, then I'm going to go up to him and say, I'm going to give you $65, $75 for those, $85 for those jeans you're wearing right there. Step around the corner. Here's a pair of gray sweatpants. Give me those jeans. And I'm going to put those jeans right into a brown paper bag. And I'm going to seal it up. I'm going to wrap duct tape around it. And I'm going to put it on eBay. And I'm going to sell it for $175 a throw. It's going to be a phenomenal business. It's going to be another one of my niche businesses. And I looked at the man when he got done with his ramblings, and I said, so you're going to go around, and whenever you see a man, he could be a little skinny, druggy guy. He could be a hard-working, burly man. He could be a guy who works on a golf course. He's been weed-eating in his jeans all day. And you're going to say, strip them jeans off. I'm going to give you $75 cash and a nice little pair of gray sweatpants to go home in. And you're going to market those jeans as Kentucky unwashed denim blue jeans, and you're going to put them on eBay. And the man looked at me, and he didn't say a word, but there was a gleam in his eye. And the only thing I could say, because I'm just a stupid dog at heart, I just looked at him, I said, that's absolutely brilliant.